Hello and welcome to our latest unboxing video. I'm Eliza here at the Hatfield Public Library with a big box of what looks from the top like all new adult fiction. I know that sometimes some nonfiction sneaks in there and that is good too, but I'm going to start with a big one. We have the new 2 copies. Yay! Of the new Liane Moriarty. I am a huge Liane Moriarty fan. I will say, and I think it's okay to say this from time to time, I loved her books for years, and then a few of the recent ones haven't been my absolute favorites. But actually, I just talked to a patron who's reading this one, and they say she feel like she has returned to her old form. So that is very exciting for me. Now I just have to make the big decision about whether I'm going to read it or listen to the audiobook. We have. Oh, look, it's happened already. A nonfiction, The Way of the Hermit, My Incredible 40 Years Living in the Wilderness by Ken Smith, written with Will Millard. I don't really know a lot about this, but it says, I guess it pretty much it just sounds really interesting. It's about a 74-year-old man who spent 4 decades living alone in a log cabin in the Scottish Highlands. The Booklover's Library by Madeline Martin, who wrote The Last Bookshop in London. I feel like this is kind of like a subgenre of historical fiction, is historical fiction specifically about books and bookstores. So this is wartime England. It doesn't say which of the 2 big wars. Oh, it's the second one. And a widow is in need of a way to care for herself and her daughter. Her only option is working at a bookstore, and yeah, I guess it's just about working at a bookstore during the Blitz, which is like a lot. That's a lot just by itself. Irish Johansen, On the Hunt. Ooh, a thriller, and this is in the Kira Drake series. Oh, look, I didn't realize this. Is this a regular series of hers? It says it's a detective and her partner is her golden retriever. Oh, a new Rumaan alum, Entitlement, who wrote Leave the World Behind, which was then turned into a TV show. I never watched the TV show, but I did read the book, and it was definitely one that just really made you think a lot. And I actually read one of his previous books, too. I can't remember. Was it Nice and Pretty? Maybe I'll figure it out. Let's see. It doesn't have a list, but I really Smart and Pretty. I really liked that one. And Rich and Pretty. That's what it was called. I really like his writing, and this one is about a woman who wants a sense of purpose. Her job is assisting an octogenarian billionaire who's trying to give away his fortune. Interesting. Taut, unsettling, and alive to the seductive distortions of money. I'm in. I like the other ones. Sounds intriguing. We have a new one by the super best-selling Matt Haig, who wrote The Midnight Library, and now we have The Life Impossible. Matt Haig, very open about his struggles with depression and sort of about how to live his life. And so I think this is another book on that theme about a retired math teacher who is left a rundown house in the Mediterranean and is searching for answers about her dead friend's life. Oh my gosh, another big one. I think I've ordered a second copy of this. I don't know if it's in this box or someplace else. Because Elizabeth Strout, super popular author in the world, but also specifically at this library, very beloved. Love this cover with the 2 birds. The book is called Tell Me Everything, and this is another book set in the town of Crosby, Maine, and there is a shocking crime. So similar to before, but again, I just feel like everybody. Oh wow, it sounds like in this book, this is like in the superhero movies where the superheroes from different genres meet up. So Lucy Barton meets Olive Kittredge. We have the new William Kent Krueger, Spirit Crossing. I know patrons who already have this on their list. It's part of the Cork O'Connor series. New J.D. Robb, Passions in Death. Da da da. Eve Dallas hunts a killer who crashed a wedding celebration and left a trail of broken hearts. Very sad. We have Creation Lake by Rachel Kushner. It says author of The Flamethrowers and The Mars Room. I'm not as familiar, but it says she's one of the most gifted authors of her generation. This is about a secret agent, a 34-year-old woman with ruthless tactics who's sent to do dirty work in France. Huh. I'm not really sure, but it sounds like there is it's a noir. Lots of big names in this box. Here's another one. We have Kate Atkinson's Death at the Sign of the Rook, a Jackson Brodie book. I'm personally a fan of the Jackson Brodie series. They're like, she has this amazing ability to be very, very funny and also very, very heartbreaking. And I just love them. So this is another one about ex-detective Jackson Brodie and his midlife malaise. He seems like he always has that. So he's investigating art thefts. I do think this is a series where, even though she's such a brilliant author, I sort of hesitate to say they wouldn't work as standalones, but I do recommend, if you want to get into them, to maybe just start at the beginning of the series. And the first one in the series, which I think is Case Histories, is amazing. So it's not a bad place to start. We have Pitch Dark by Paul Doiron. So this is in the Game Warden Mike Bowditch series. J.A. Jance, Den of Iniquity. Classic title, an oldie but a goodie. It's a J.P. Bouma novel. This is exciting. I have 2 more novels, and then I think I'm going to end with 2 cookbooks, which is a very fun way for the video to go. We have A Season of Perfect Happiness by Maribeth Fischer. Fundamentally questions what makes a good mother. A heartrending portrayal of one woman's quest to find her voice. So it sounds like she's has a tragic past. She finds a husband. She has some kids, and then a person from her past shows up. And another big name, we have Ragnar Jonasson. I guess that's how you say it. Death at the Sanatorium. Starred review from Publishers Weekly. Good mystery novels. So it looks like this one takes place in 1983 and 2012. And a new thriller spinoff from the darkness. So he has a couple different series. So it sounds like this is maybe connected, but I think will also work as a standalone. Sounds really dark and creepy. And again, I've really enjoyed some of his other books. They are pretty dark, but good mysteries. Okay, 2 cookbooks. We have What Can I Bring from Taste of Home. This is a great concept because this is the question I feel like anytime you get an invitation to a dinner party or a potluck, you're like, what can I bring? And now this is 360 plus dishes, which is actually quite a lot, but plenty to choose from. And I like the idea that they are all, you do end up thinking what's going to travel in the car, what's going to be easy for people to eat. So that looks perfect and looks beautiful. And I know potlucks aren't a competition, but you do want to you want something that people are going to be excited about. Feeding Little Lunches, 75 plus no stress lunches everyone will love by Megan McNamee and Judy Delaware. It looks so sweet. I don't actually have to make my kids school lunch because they just get it for free at school, which is amazing. But some kids don't like that, and so this looks like a very fun, appealing way to make little lunches for your kids, or if you're going on a picnic or something, that also seems nice. Oh my gosh, so much fun. Okay, that was it. That was my box of books. We will get these cataloged and out on the shelf.